Greetings and welcome back to Factorio. I'm KatherineOfSky and it's another beautiful day on Novice. And yes, that is the first planet we are starting on. And we have been making this starter base. We kind of got to, we actually got 2 green science, but we haven't actually put down all of the belts needed for that. So that is the next thing we're going to kind of work on. Now this thing is supplying belts to the makers of splitters and undergroundies. So at the moment, we're kind of needing to still rely on our old array. We can get 400 plates. Wow, that's nice. I'm going to definitely give some over here. I think the green circuits, we do actually have some in this chest. We have 94. So I'm going to go ahead and take apart this green circuit array. We definitely don't need this anymore. Let's just take these over here. Yes, take it all up. Good, good, good. Now, these guys have a minimum of stuff in them. I'm going to just go ahead and pick these up. We don't need them anymore. They're just going to be in our way when we start to put electric miners on the rest of our areas here. And so we kind of just want to, we'll recycle that one electric miner. We have it in our hotbar here, so we'll put that here. When they have that red symbol, that means they're out of ore. So there's nothing left underneath them to mine. Looks like all of our labs are working and the science is backing up. That means we actually need more labs. So I'm going to go ahead and put some in here and let those continue. Now we can just copy. This is Control C to copy and make another thingy here. So if there are trees in the way, you can press Shift before you click, and that will kind of mark the trees for deconstruction. So there we go. So then the next area, we're going to start here. Let's see, 6 labs. And while that's getting made, let's go ahead and put power poles here. And we can add these guys. We got to get more. Now you learn a new term, shopping at the mall. Wow, 50 inserters. That's fantastic. Cool. All right, so we're adding 6 more labs. Okay, we haven't got those done yet, but we're getting there. In the meantime, we can add this stuff, these belts and stuff for green science. As you see, these guys get to participate in all this fun stuff. Okay, how many of these do we have? Oh, we have some. Wow, that's nice. Cool. All right. You go ahead and do this. Yay, go for it. Hooray. Getting a little bit of damage out here. Do we need these? No, we don't need the copper here yet. Let's see, we got 2 electric miners. That's not a whole lot. I'm going to pick up these assemblers from the belts. Now, these are not actually needed yet, so we're going to leave that for now. These ones facing in the opposite direction, we definitely don't need them now. However, the ones facing in this left side direction, we need to make those as soon as possible. So go ahead and get your your inserters going and anything else you might need here, the power poles and such, so that we can get some of this stuff going on here. Ooh, it looks like we're missing a power pole there. Ah, okay, it was just as we were taking them down vertically, it was in slightly the wrong spot. Now we are missing some coal making miners. This is kind of important. Now with coal, it really doesn't matter if you add on one or both sides of the belt at the moment. That is really not needed. It doesn't matter at all. Let's go ahead and pick up this copper section here, because that's no longer needed. We're gonna need definitely more miners. That is definitely a thing we're gonna need here. But we got to get these fueled with coal. At the moment, we can kind of right click and fill them with our coal that we have in our inventory to get these going until the new, these guys get working. Do we have enough energy? No, look at that. Electricity is down to less than 50%, probably about 40% right now. So what we want to do is we want to craft at least, let's do 2 boilers and 4 steam engines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And also we're going to put in these, the ore here where it's usable, because we can't smelt it in our hands. So we don't need it in our hand. All right, 150 transport belts. That is kind of awesome. Let's go ahead and get these to travel all the way down there. Nice. Ah, ran out. Okay. Nope. 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 Okay. Give me more. Oh no, it ate them all. Oh no. What we can do if we don't want to feed green science yet, let's go ahead and turn this thing to the side. And maybe we even take one of these off so that we can fill this belt box as well. Now, did we get inserters? We did. We got better inserters. So now we can make fast inserters. And when we place those down, we're going to do so in very specific places where they're most needed. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take some of this. Actually, I'll take all of the iron from there. And it looks like we did finish those steam engines, and I'm going to need at least one pipe. I'll make a few. Now, if you make the pipe before you make the steam engines are going to eat what you have, right? So you want to make it after. Also, we want to get another couple of burner inserters. Though at this point, we probably would be safe by having electric inserters. Now, you're going to want to put these one tile away. And the reason for that is so you can put power poles in between them, okay? Let's go ahead and take this over here, and we're going to get our pipes soon. All right, pipe here, and then we need our inserters, burner inserters. Hello, not there yet. There's one. Put that one there, and then put this one over here maybe to go kind of in line with the next one. Okay. This one is outputting from the box, and I guess we can put this back in there. We really do need a belt line here. You know what? I'm going to take out the box, and I'm just going to stuff these guys full of coal. I did a control regular left click, which gives them the entire stack instead of splitting stacks, because I just wanted to get rid of what I had. So now we're taking this line down here. All right, that's fine. Looking very good. Now we can put this all the way. Oopsie, it's not there. Come on. Behave yourself. It looks like we're definitely going to need a little bit more on the coal front here, I think. Because I'll show you a way that we're going to connect this, but we definitely need more stuff. So let's get these inserters. We're going to get, I'll take half of these. I don't want to like keep our belts unhappy. We have a lot of green circuits I can pilfer. This is great. Really great. Let's take all this iron as well. Actually, I can just take some from the box. Now, this is one inserter you don't want to upgrade to blue because it just takes a little. We want most of the iron to flow along the thing. But here, these guys are producing so fast that stuff keeps building up inside. So these are prime areas where we want to make blue inserters. And the output as well needs to be blue. So you can do this. Looks like, is it... Yep, it's struggling on the iron. So we definitely want to have an uptake of blue with the iron here. So let's do that. Another place we want to have them is here. Because these guys really struggle because they need 2 iron plates at a time here. Okay, so let's see. These guys are needing to go. These are making some more iron for the rest of these things down here, I think. Ah, yes. So this iron is going down here where we can have more iron for the assemblers. So that is definitely a worthy cause. But right now we're not making a lot of iron. So that means we definitely need some more mining drills. Let's see if we can grab some of those. We got 2. Not a whole lot. Definitely not enough. So let's steal some iron from the line here. Steal the box. And then, we ran out of iron in here. Let's make another set of those. And I definitely want to make more iron miners. There we go. That's needed. During this playthrough, I would like to show you a number of cool resources that I use. One of them is Factorio Cheat Sheet, literally factoriocheatsheet.com. And the category we're going to look at is mining. This will tell you exactly how many drills you need in order to fill a belt. And in this case, we need 30 electric miners in order to fill a yellow belt. So that is what we're going to be working towards, and that's to have an absolutely full yellow belt to make sure that we have enough ore for all of the machines that I have constructed there with the starter base. So let's get back to the factory, and oh boy, we have run out of power. This is not great. So it looks like of course we didn't, yeah, that's my bad. I didn't connect the belt soon enough, and so therefore we didn't get any what do you call it, coal on the line. Now we're going to connect this with a splitter, and I'm going to go ahead and start up everything, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to change this splitter and make sure that our power is always fed first. So let's go up here and get these things going again. I purposely took some of this coal to make sure that we can start our engines there, and put in enough that it'll last us in order to get at least some of the coal miners going. We do have 12 more miners, and we're going to get more of those in place. Now, let's go ahead and actually add some of those to here. Let's do that. So let's just, oh, no, come on. Now, we don't actually need very many because they do supply quite a lot, especially the smelters do not really eat a whole lot of coal, so that's kind of great. Now, one thing I want to show you is how to prioritize the splitter. If you click on it with left click, we're going to do an output priority to go left because we want to feed our steam engines first. We must have power above all things. You see how there's a little yellow arrow, and none of the stuff is now going to this smelting column. Now, unfortunately, we have a very, very, very long line here, and that's going to have to fill up before anything here gets any stuff. But that's okay. We'll try to make the best of it. In the meantime, I would like to do a couple of things, and one of those is to make radars. Let's see, while we're making the radars, I'll go ahead and fill in some of this area here. Oh, well, we don't have enough stuff here. That's not ideal. Let me pick up these inserters, and then I'm gonna go back here and grab, actually, let's grab some iron from there and put this in the belt maker, because this is kind of our only source of belts right now, because the others are being used to make splitters and other things like that. All right, now radars give you a very important service, right? So you see this area that's lit up. This is an area around our character. And what you really want to do is have all of your production within radar view. So I'm going to go ahead and add a power pole there. So even when I walk away, this area is still lit up. And as we go north here, you're going to see that my square moves away from the radar, but the radar is still lighting up all of this area, which is kind of great. And yes, the belts do move you around. Now I'm going to also put another radar up here. You can see the blue squares. When I move this around, you can see what area is going to be covered. Now, usually I like to put them at max distance away, but it's okay. We'll just stick this one over here because I do want vision over this area, and just to make sure that we can see from the map what's going on. And when you press M to go in goddess mode, you can see what's happening over here in the rest of the factory. Now, keep in mind, remember, we're filling this belt because of priority on this lane. Soon our smelters are going to get more coal. At the moment, they're not getting any. So when these guys start to die from lack of coal, we can feed them with the coal that we picked up earlier. Meanwhile, not much copper is getting used, so these are totally full with everything, so that's just fine. Now, we are still in red science, and so we want to get that done. Let's see. So this area here, let's go ahead and add some of these things. Important to turn this one upward, by the way. And that's because if you let this one go here, it's going to start putting stuff into this undergrounding, which we definitely don't want to do. Should have put the power poles down. When you put power poles down first, you are not able to misclick and put an inserter on top of those ghosts. So that's a little trick that you can use for later. Let's see. Now here, we are intentionally putting stuff on this underground. Make sure that's facing the correct direction, by the way. Okay, that goes there. Because what we want to happen here is, yeah, this takes only half the belt. Because when you put a belt, and we'll use this one as an example, the larger side opens to let half the contents through. I don't know why they didn't do exactly half of the belt, but the other side gets blocked because of the curvature of the opening. So this is a quick way to take one half or one part of the belt. Now you can use a splitter and do a priority to the right with a filter. Like you can use this filter and say, you know, coal to the right, but these are actually more expensive than splitters, than undergrounds are. So are they actually? Maybe they're not. Maybe they're not. Let's see. These are 17.5 and these are 16 plus 7.5. Yeah, they are. The undergrounds are definitely cheaper, even though they are, and it's only half of that amount because you get 2 undergroundies for the price of 1 craft. So this is 8.75 instead of 16 plus 7.5. So very big difference in cost there, especially in the beginning of the game where this stuff is kind of critical. So yeah, very important. All right, so let's grab some more iron. There we go. We got more belt. Hooray. So that feels good. Let's see. We can actually make a submachine gun, which I kind of want to do right now. Let me just make one of these. You only need one. Unless you have friends, then you might need more. You might need more. Okay, so anyway, using that chart, the Factorio cheat sheet, that will give you a very good indication of how many of these you need on a belt to fulfill a full belt of stuff. And usually when it says 30 on the cheat sheet, that means 15 on each side, right? 30 is for the entire belt itself. So you can see it's definitely not full here. So we're going to keep on feeding this thing. Let's see, you need this. All right, good, good. And we have a lot of copper in our inventory, so I'm just going to feed these guys with that because that will help us a bit. Ah, we're finally getting a little bit of transport belt here. Yay. Tasty, nice. Because these guys have finished off making stuff. I'm not going to take stuff here because we don't actually need it. We're also not researching anything with green science, so I'm kind of purposefully leaving this disconnected while we keep on using this belt for our own purposes in finishing the rest of this array. Oops, that goes there. You go there, and this will go around here. Now, unfortunately, we don't have enough iron to actually even make it down to these things. So we need to really focus on getting some more miners. Do we have any? Let's see if we have any. We have a lot of assemblers. That's quite nice. We have 4 miners. Not a lot of iron is making it down there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to grab this iron from the belt and also from the box and just make some ourselves. 8. We can make 8. That's something. It's more than nothing. Okay, that's something. Let's take these power poles all the way down. Okay, that's good. Oh, no, no, no. Wood, go away. Trees are the real enemy in Factorio, by the way. Just FYI. That is a known thing. Just, you know, that's how it is. Now, how many do I have? Now, the quickest way to do this is to either select a deconstruction planner. You can do this, but remember to press escape afterwards. So we have 22 on this line. So, or Q. Q is the easiest way to like clear your hand. Press Q. Like if you're holding a power pole, press Q to just clear your hand. The other way is Control C. That's a little bit safer. This one is 23. I forgot to get that one last time. So 23. So we only need 7 to make this a completely full belt. Let's see. We have 3 on us. Can't make more there. Let's see. Can I grab here? Yeah. Let's see. I'll make 4. That's even better. So we can make some coming from here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, probably 4, and then 1, 2, 3, something like that. All right. So we know this is going to be one belt, right? So we can join it here to be one full belt. And a way to make sure that this ends up being even on both sides, we're just going to do this kind of thing. And what this does is it puts half the produce on one side, half on the other side, and then they meet again in the middle. And that will make sure that both of the belts are putting in their correct amounts, basically. We could even move this up 1. It doesn't matter. Typically you see this exact thing rather than the longer arms, but it doesn't actually matter. But you see how full this is now. And so this is going to be an exact amount of iron coming in here. And for this array, we don't need any more iron. However, we're going to need more later. So this is just the beginning. Now, as you see for copper, we'll only ever need half a belt. And right now, copper is really not needed for anything. It is doing just fine. We have more than enough copper at the moment. So let's go ahead and take this over. Looks like we did finish the weapons research. So let me just put this here and we'll get some more research going. So steel axe, we need to make some steel. I think we have an array for this. Let's go ahead and get things like stone walls. Those are very cheap. Repair packs, those are also cheap. And armor. Armor is kind of good for dealing with biters. So you go here. We need to make a, do we have, I thought we had a bunch of these. Ah, we do have a bunch of these. I forgot to make this. This is actually a blue thingy, which is not great. You can be there. We don't need grenades just yet. So let's see, you go here. Now this is actually steel that's meant to be here. So these are going to make steel for us on a very limited basis. So let's get this. These are power poles. We're going to get steel power poles soon-ish. Ish being the relative there. Let's see, I probably need more wood, I would imagine. Let's see, is that what I need? Yes, I have plenty of copper. Normally in the beginning of the game, you usually end up chopping a lot of trees. When you roll a map, you always, well, if you have enemies, you'll want to have a decent amount of trees because they kind of suck up pollution. And therefore the biters will come to you later on. Whereas if you start in a desert where there's almost no trees, it's a lot less effective in protecting you from the biters sniffing your bad air that you're putting out. Okay, so this is this going here, that going there. Okay, you go here. And you go there. Okay, we're looking pretty good here. For whatever reason, I don't have these. Iron sticks? Really? Wow. Okay, that's weird. That is a thing that I thought was right from the beginning of the game. I didn't realize iron sticks were a thing that was a specialty item. Wow. Wow. Okay, so I definitely want to get these in here so that we get this connection there. Now, steel is a weird kind of item. It's made by inserting 5 iron plates, and they're inserting a buffer of plates, and then they'll insert the coal. They kind of are single-minded, inserters are. So once they get the 10 in there, they'll put in a piece of coal, and then you are going to get some steel happening here. So there we go. But it is a 1-to-1 ratio. So you can actually chain these and have like iron here and steel here. Because these, the steel takes as long to make 5 iron plates as it is to do steel. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio if you want to do it that way, which we will see in our further assemblies that we're going to set up later. Okay, you go there. You can be here. And then we need assembly mark 2. Just going to be in there. Box, please. There we go. And we have plenty of assembling machine mark 1. I guess I should put a box here just in terms of having enough space to recycle assembling machines mark 1. Now we are getting more miners now that we have diverted some of this stuff over. That's kind of nice. I'm not going to put this radar in because we have enough radar already from spaces. Why can we not make iron sticks? That doesn't seem reasonable, actually. Let me look where we find those, because that actually really surprises me. Oh, here. Electric Energy Distribution 1. Okay, let's get that one. That's a really good research to get the steel power poles, which we need for a lot of our arrays later. Now, with that said, we definitely want to connect the green science now. Green science is composed of transport belts and inserters. So yellow belts and inserters, that's what we're going to get. We're taking them from the boxes that we have them kind of stored up in. So that's really nice. I'm going to go ahead and grab a little extra belt for myself. And I forgot to put down these labs. So let's go and put those down so we can get some of this stuff going and going faster. Let's see. I'll build, why not 3? That's fine. We can build 3 labs. That's fine. And anything extra that you get, like ore, shove it in somewhere that counts, you know? Same thing with copper plate. You can hold it over a machine, control left click to just put it in. Now this is kind of a weird one. Like I said, usually you end up having more wood than you kind of want. But right now we don't actually have any wood to spare because we just spent it all on power poles. But that's kind of for later land. I'll just show you how that works. If you have extra wood, you just chuck it in this box that says wood, and it makes power poles for you. So we have our iron set up. We have other things set up. I guess the next step here, let's put these labs in place. In fact, I could make more labs. What are we lacking? Okay, we're lacking gears. So I'll go ahead and pick up these and make 1, 2. Yeah, I'll just make them all. It's fine. Make them all. And then we can even extend this array further because we're going to have more stuff and things. Then we're going to do Control Shift to force shift this belt there. Let's go ahead and get that. I like to add power poles. Usually I do the power poles after the buildings are placed, but in this case we're slow on making the labs, so that's not the ideal thing to do. Anyway, it's all good. So we can add we can just add these inserters and then add the labs after. So that's looking pretty good. Okay, we're not quite keeping up with the lab speed. It is a bit slow to get these. So I think we're going to work on automation 2 next. Now, if we go to the Factoriopedia, this is a really great resource of knowledge, which the devs have been working on. We're working really hard to do this. So we want to check on assembling machine 1. You'll notice it's a crafting speed of 0.5, whereas assembling machine 2 is 0.75. So as we go along, we're going to increase the speed of our machines as we get the research to do so. Now, we don't have any labs just yet, so let's walk around and do something for ourselves before we need it. And I think it's probably a really good time to put down the next blueprint we're going to need for our bootstrapped factory to get us to the next section here. And that is actually the bots themselves. I know this seems like, oh my God, we're already having bots. Yes, we are. We actually are. So I'm going to go ahead and put this maybe like here, kind of close maybe. Go ahead and use the force shift as well because we do have a bit of power poles, a little bit in the wrong place here. And we'll just connect those back that way. And there's one here that is in an unfortunate place. Let's press Control Z to move that along. All right, to undelete that coal there, coal connection. All right, so we have a very similar setup with more furnaces, but different production. We're going to have some red circuits going on here. And if you didn't notice, we have some weird stuff here. This is plastic. We're going to need to start oil. We got batteries coming in. We got a lot of fluids coming in. So those are going to be the next task that we need. Now, I think our production should also contain the mini oil blueprint. So there's our oil. It's right up here. That's quite nice. What we're going to need to do in order to get oil is start to research some of those things that are going to lead there. We can also do lab research speed. That's a good one so that we can use our labs more efficiently and have less of them around. All right, let's go ahead and shift click this to add directly to the hotbar. Let's get the tool belt also added. That's more inventory space. We need engines also added on here. And then circuit network is also really good. It gives us some options with some combinators and stuff like that, and we can talk a little bit about those as well. Landfill isn't very important, or maybe at all important for at least this part of the playthrough. We will need some on Gleba, but we're not there yet. Not even close to Gleba yet. We probably won't need any literally for novice at all. Like literally at all. We will not need any. So I want to grab more inserters. I'm going to grab some stuff off the belt here too. And let's see, we haven't got these yet. They're almost there. What's really nice is the devs added this ability to have crossed off buildings where you don't have to restamp stuff. That used to be a thing to restamp blueprints. But as soon as this is researched, this will start springing to life and we're going to have a nice time. Electric energy distribution is almost done, which means that we're going to get the bigger AoE electrical poles. That's pretty handy. Now I want to take these guys and kind of start. We're going to make almost exactly the same array to start out with here. There we go. We can do this here. You go there. That goes that way. You go there. And this will seem very familiar as we need some of the same products. That's why I grabbed a whole heck of a lot of belts so that we can make all of these lines here quickly and efficiently. Oh, whoops. That's the wrong way. Okay. This is also very important to do this specifically this way because we only want this on a half of the belt. So all of this is very intentional, the way I have designed this. I take a lot of time to craft my blueprints and test them and make sure that they work properly. Every now and again, an error gets through, but when I have things that are very clear to be settings or on a certain side of the belt, it's very much intentional. Okay, let's see. We need red undergroundies for here because the distance is too long. But here we can kind of put these in and we ran out. Okay, that's okay. No problemo. We can get all these things in. Now this should work if you kind of click and drag these as you walk along. It should only put them in the blueprint where they belong. Okay, and you go there. I'm not really sure if we are supposed to have one there or not. I think not. I think this is supposed to be you going there. Yeah, right. So let's take these. And those are long-handed inserters. Whoops, that wasn't right. Yeah, that should be a long-handed, I think. Yeah, to match the pattern here. And then we just copy this, go over there, and click it in. And these, yeah, I made a mistake by dragging these power poles because they did not belong there. Let's see, you are going here. Okay. Sometimes it works really well, but in that case we had them on the different row. Okay, I like to usually click these in first. I don't know why I didn't, but anyway. It'll be fine. Oh, it will not be fine. Okay, these, I got these screwed up. Whoa, how did this happen? Oh, that's not great. Okay, let's see. Are they correct now? They look right now. Yeah, there we go. Got a little bit too many of these. I think I clicked them around not thinking about not having what we needed. Okay, so these are not connected because we don't have any connection to the main line. So there we go. Oops, too many there. This is like a speedrunner technique of using the, putting these either in a U shape, like, oh, that wasn't quite a U, that was more of an X, but U shape or C shape, whatever feels more natural to you. And then here we have some, oh, we ran out. Let's make those. The base is the yellow inserter, so if you have lots of yellow inserters, it's really quick to make those red ones. And of course we are out again. Okay, let's grab these. Definitely, yes, here we are. We're getting Assemblers Mark II now. We have 16 of them. What I recommend you do is chuck all of your old ones into there and then replace this one. This is going to be your new go-to machine. I think probably, what is the best thing we can use these on? Maybe belts and gear makers to start off with. And then probably these, the science makers, so that they go a bit faster. We kind of left off one there, but that's okay. Let's see how far we can get. Oh, that's all we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make those. We can click 5 and then left click to make that go down by 1. You can shift click to remove them all from the queue. All right, more transport belts, and then do we have more inserters? We did grab a bunch from the belt there, so that's nice. Let's grab this pipe. It has filled up the chest, which is quite nice. Wow, that's 400 pipe in there. We'll grab the mining drills. Wow, that's 45. We have a total of 68. That's fantastic. That is really great. Okay, so now let's take these along. And then I'll grab these. Hopefully those will go in the right spots. Yes, they did. That one didn't. That was weird. That was really weird because it wasn't even at max distance. Strange. Oh well, this doesn't matter that much. Now these are probably not connected because this middle bit is not connected yet. So we're gonna get that connected right now. All right, are we good? I think we're good. Now, we don't have any assemblers right now, so we really need to go and get some of those. All right, there are the occasional blue inserters here, so I'm going to go ahead and get those. Looks like we also need to shop for some undergroundies and some splittery-doos, so let's go down and get those. Also, the mod for Speaking Like a KOS is actually updated on the mod portal. It's called KOS Technical Terms, and a huge thank you to Teapot for writing that mod. It changes these things to be called undergroundies and these to be called splittery-doos, as is their proper name. We all know it. Let's use it. No, it's a funny mod. It's quite hilarious because I do have a very distinctive way of speaking, and so we want to. Teapot came up with the idea to add that, as well as a custom death message, which might amuse you as well. Okay, so let's see. We can start getting this whole thing going here. With, let's see, that's plastic. We don't need that yet, but we can get the coal going. The coal can go here, and if you don't need undergrounds like that, like between them, you can take them off. Just, know what you need to have. So we're going to do an output priority left to make sure that all of it goes toward the steam engines first. That's really necessary. Now I'm going to go into map mode, press M for goddess mode. Actually, it's not map mode. What am I saying? Let's go here and just plan out a belt for iron. Okay, so we're going to do this. This is going to be a belt for iron. I just want to make it so that it kind of lays nicely on the landscape here. Let's do this. Just so it doesn't look terrible, and it's better for planning if you're able to do this. There we go. And when you have these undergroundies, keep in mind that these can traverse multiple tiles. They can actually go 4 tiles, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we start here and you press, if you go to the green, that is max distance. And, when you're in the beginning of the game, it's usually nice to kind of, oh yeah, there we go. Oh, come on, brain, do better. It's nice to save belt by just using max distance undergrounds. So now what I want to do is we're going to start on this right side. We can pick up this one. That one also needs to be replaced. So let's add that one here. And then the next one, actually, maybe we can do, no, that's fine. We'll do this. So the next row is going to be for the next, actually, we'll do that. That's okay. It'll be fine. Let's see, we can do one here. Yeah, probably need another one there. But not too much further there, I think. Nope. Rotate, please. There we go. Okay, so we want to take these down, and we're going to count out another belt. Remember, it's 30 of these for a full belt. So we're going to have this going the other way, like this. But I think what I'll do is I'll move these guys and do something like this so that it kind of piles onto the same belt here. That seems to work nicely. All right, and what we're going to do, let me just cut some of these trees so you have a better vision. It's probably not necessary to cut all of these trees, but anyway, it's fine. Don't worry. So let's get another belt started over here on this side. All right, and this, we probably take this, and this is definitely going to be 30, more than 30 for this belt. So we're going to do something as we come out of this. Well, let's figure out how many are on each belt. All right, you go here. Okay, good. Do we have enough? We don't have enough electricity, so we definitely need to go and get more. Do I have any iron? Yes, we can make 2 and 1. So the ratio there is 2 to 1 with those things. Let's see. Let's count how many miners we have. We have this whole row. That's already 28 plus these guys. That's 15. I think what we'll do is we'll reverse some of these belts because there's way too many on the other side. Remember, we only need 30. So let's take these guys. And then that'll be more balanced, I think, because the miners on the edges do run out, as we have seen. So we want to kind of just get that going. Now, I don't think we actually need to mix the produce from these miners. We could kind of bring them both here, but I don't think we really need to do that. I think we're good. So it looks like we might need more coal. So let's do some of that. I should have also gotten more iron so that I could make more steam engines, but I forgot. Let's see, you go here. Oh, okay, sure, whatever. There we go. All right, let me go and grab some more iron because we definitely need some more steam engines. Let's see, there's a bunch in the box. So let's see. 5, 10, 15, 16. So we'll do 5, 1, 2, 3. That's 8. We'll just take some belts and walk along here. Okay, we ran out of belts. That's it for belts. Darn it. Let's see, we have 13 assembly machines. Let's go and grab some more. Just go shopping at the mall. This is what we call shopping at the mall. No belts yet. So lab research speed is going. We might want to shut off research at some point, or we can just grab belts from here. It's not a whole heck of a lot, so maybe we get our belt maker back in action and keep making belts from here. Just with the extra iron that we have. It's not a whole lot, but it's something. Every little bit will contribute to the next area. Oh, we're missing one piece of belt here. All right, you go there. And hopefully that's going to give us some iron from here, which will allow us to do some more stuff. All right, we have 55 small electrical poles. I'm going to go up here and we're going to extend this steam array again. We really don't need to make this overkill. I used to build like a full, 20 boiler setup right from the get-go, but that's definitely not needed. Now I'm a little bit more cautious and just like, okay, let's just add when we actually need it. Oh, yes, this is correct. I'm just not thinking straight there. Okay, it's fine. Do I have any? Oh, I should have more pipes. Yes. Okay. And at some point, you can stop making these burner inserters and then instead just go to regular inserters. Right now, we have no iron, so I'm definitely going to use regular inserters. There we go. So that's good. All right, so then we'll keep on taking these power poles from the center here. There we go. And these pipes. Oh, whoops, these are the wrong area there. Darn it. I should put the boilers down first. I really should. I think these are max distance if I remember correctly. Let's see if that works. So let's see. You go here. And power pole. And boilers. I know I made a few of these. Like 8 boilers or something, so we'll just put them down until we don't have any left. Oh yes, and the power poles are max distance away, so you can just run and place those down as you like. Also, you'll notice a lot of the times I don't even use the hotbar, I just use what I've got. Okay, so we've run out, so that's fine. Let's check the electrical pole. Yep, electricity is green again. And if we click on the pole, we can see exactly how much we're producing. So we're producing about 55–60% of the electricity, or we're using that much, right? We can overproduce. Pardon me, got something caught in my throat. We can produce up to 21 megawatts, and we're only using 11.5 or so. But that would require more steam engines to put more in. We can, let's do boilers when we actually get materials for steam engines. And we can start by grabbing a lot of this iron. This is super tasty right down here. Since we don't need it for anything else, let's just keep that in hand. We have 33 assemblers, which means basically we can produce any of this stuff or put all of this stuff in the area there. Now, one of the things I do want to get is logistics 2 to get those red undergroundies, which are needed for our thing. We do want to get fluid handling. That's the beginning of oil. And we're going to have to start getting that sorted here shortly. Let's see, oil processing. We need to mine entity crude oil. Does this give us... We need pump jacks. That's this. Oil gathering. We need that after fluid handling. So we can get that then. And how are we doing with the labs? Are we feeding them fast enough? No. Wow, we need... Looks like we need belts. Okay. A way to speed this up is we put a red or a blue inserter on the outside because this thing is overcrowded with belts and it can't even make them fast enough. So there we go. This will help our belt population sort out. And yeah, let's keep on going. Let's let that do its thing. And here we can add some red or some stuff here. Some words here. let me grab some power poles now that we have the larger capacity power poles. Sometimes these are needed for designs. Ah, looks like something I need to fix. I forgot that we actually need to make this in a different way. So I'm going to move these pieces for now. Yeah, these got to move because it used to be that these required copper plate. They now require copper cable. So we're going to change this up and make this into copper cable, and then add a power pole maker here. And let's see how that affects all the other things in here. It shouldn't be too bad. Let's see, power pole maker goes there. So you're going to need steel from here, which is just fine. And then probably the, this can actually go here. And actually move this up. There we go. So that can go there, and this can go over there. Ah, there you see. Live changing of blueprints right there. Okay, so sticks go there. You can have this, and then we get to have our power poles. So I'll put these in a box. Probably there is good. And maybe we move this power pole up here. There we go. That way it'll cover more spaces. Let's go ahead and limit this to 1 square. Anyway, there's some live blueprint editing for you. That looks fun, and I'm not going to change it right here on this particular map, but I will just grab this copy here and put it in my blueprint storage so I can add it to my master document where I have a lot of the other blueprints. I will make a tutorial on blueprints specifically because I've had a lot of questions about that. So I think it's time to make one, how to use blueprints, how to make them, tips for different parts of the blueprints, that kind of thing. As I think that would be helpful for a lot of people, or at least people have told me it would be helpful for them. So, yep. Let's see. These things can also do like this. This one, yep. We can save belts by doing that kind of thing. Let's go ahead and put these here. Okay, you are there. And this goes this way. I guess I should do those on the blueprint as well. Just make these sort of like max distance thingies. All right, this is fun stuff right here, man, because this is like all into robots. This is making engines, which we don't even have yet. But it's okay because we can start making a lot of these things and be ready when we get the research, because the research goes very, very quickly. You probably have noticed. Okay, there we go. You go here. Actually, this can go all the way up until we see the green thingy. And the same thing goes here. There we go, green thingy. It's easier when the blueprint has them where they are, you know, 2 in a row. You just click on one and then, yep, very handy here. There we go. And these are all going to be the same. There we go. Okay, good. Probably should make some lights. Let's see, can I make them? I can make some, but I need more material here. Ah, we didn't connect the copper yet. That's unfortunate. Let's get this going. All right, we do need some more belt, I think. Is there any? I don't know if there is any. Looks like not. There's a lot of inserters, but not a lot of belt. We'll go ahead and pilfer that chest with all of the iron in it. Yes, thank you. And we'll feed some to our belt maker, as always. It is making a lot of belt for us. Let's see, I'm pressing Control right click to send half of everything I have into the inventory here. Also, let's put in this copper ore there. I always like to recycle stuff when I walk past if possible. So this copper really isn't getting used much, and I feel like I can share the belt with this one line. So I'll go ahead and just do a splitter here and share with this area. Now it's going to be an even split, and maybe we can even add a few more things here. So take that one off. Okay, we got a belt going up, and then we need a couple more there. That's fine. And then power poles going on this side, connecting them all to electric energy. Good stuff. So we'll take this and, I think what I'll do is I'll snake it in through here. So we, actually, go one more. Let's see, rotate this. And then the important thing with this is to use a splitter, because if we did this, what happens is it all fills on one side. As you see, it just sort of drops off, and it's not using this entire belt. It's not using this entire belt. So what we want to do is curve that and add a splitter so it evenly goes on both sides of the belt, because this is fairly even and this is fairly even. So that kind of works out really well, and both of them can split because each of them, as you notice, is only using literally a half a belt. It can do no more than half a belt. So that's how that is working. Let's remove these power poles. I'm going to remove these from my blueprint, I think, because they are really not needed in most cases. Let's see. We probably... Oh, no. I forgot to add that thingy. Urgh. Okay, fine. It's fine. Got to add this to the power poles. I'll go ahead and make a fast inserter there so this can get more power poles made, because this is definitely needed for certain situations. Now, let's figure out what we can do over here. Let's see, these are regular power poles. I tried not to use too many of the fancy power poles because at this stage of the game, you really don't have a lot of them. So it's kind of important to just, you know, kind of go with what you have and try to economize as much as possible. So in my blueprint that I'm going to distribute to you, which is linked in the Google, in my Google Drive, it's in the description. You can download this, and I will make these changes in the blueprint so that it's you don't have to do as much work there for stuff. Let's see, these can go there. These guys need to be this. Oh, nay. Okay, if you mess up, you can always press Control Z, or you can replop the blueprint after you move stuff out. Okay, and you are you. You go there, you go there, you go there, and you are there and there and there. Yo, good, yay. Okay. Okay, it looks like this is too long. All right, we need chemical plants for these, and these are all going to be... oh yes, if the character is underneath the building, you can't actually place it. That's a thing, apparently. I don't know why, because it's like, why doesn't it just like wait until your character moves? It's fine. Okay. Again, doing the C-shaped kind of speed technique here. And aha, this belt needs to go to your labs. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to get that there. Yes, we need to take it probably this way. Let's see, the furthest area is there. Okay, yeah, and we actually need some thingies. We can actually shorten that belt somewhat. I'll show you how I do that. Let's see, we got some belts here. I'm just gonna grab it off of here, yay. So we can just pilfer this. All right, we don't need this at all. All right, we can take this and just do a... This will save us a little bit on belt. And just put it on one side of the belt. You almost always want things on one side of the belt when you have multiple items. So for example, on science, we always put one color on one side, the other color on the other side, because science is generally quite expensive and it takes a long time to make. So here we're going to start removing these first sets of labs here, but don't worry, we'll put them back. We're just going to have to put things in a little different order here. So what I want to do is I want to put in, we're going to need more of these. So we need a double set of these guys. Now, that's not... shoot. Let's see. Can I put these back? No. I think we remove this set as well. And these guys can be a double set. These are kind of... this is kind of a funky way to do this. But it works quite nicely. So I hope you'll be excited about that. And so you'll have a set of double belts here. So let's see. The red one, red-green, is going to go this way. Okay, and then the blue is going to come this way. And then we can pick up this belt, and what we'll do is we'll just drop these into the labs like this. Just Control-click on an empty space. And then, of course, we can add these here. And if we want to, we can continue these labs onward by just adding some inserters and power poles. There they go. And of course the labs. There we go. Okay, so that's all of our labs. We picked up all of the ones we had. And then we distributed the science that we did have there. And there we go. That's kind of what we got now. Looks like we're a bit slow on this thing, but it's because we're not getting a lot of iron. All right, that's okay. No worries. Oh, let's get all of the assembling machines out of there. And it looks like we're short on belts again, so I'm just going to pilfer these ones from the line. We'll also go ahead and grab the ones in our belt array. Well, not array, it's just a belt maker. Man, I'm using this belt maker a lot more than I thought I would. I don't always start with a starter base, and that's why I say that. I usually start in a different way. But this is designed, this playthrough is really designed, and of course, this series is designed to get you started as soon as possible with bots. Man, I really wish the devs would put bots in the early game so that it makes building easier. Because for me, Factorio is the building. It really isn't hand mining. I don't care about hand mining. That's not a thing that's important to me. What I do care about is building a factory. So yeah, needed, very needed. Okay, go there. Power poles again, and we need this rock gone. There we go. And power poles here. All right, so these boxes will need to be replaced with regular chests before we get the passive providers that are necessary there. There are red chests, but again, aren't needed immediately. Oops, did I mess that up? I think so. I think this went this way. Whoops. All right, here we are. There we go. And you also go there. And you go there. Okay. Wow, we did like partial and not a whole bunch here. I think I ran out of reds or something. All right. Come on. There we go. Okay. So we now have steel. That's going along that line. But doing these starter bases makes you do a minimal amount of handcrafting. Handcrafting is not, I don't know, I don't find it fun. It also, like hand placing as well. That's another big annoyance to deal with. All right, we probably want to get rails as well very shortly. And then also solar. Solar is free energy, basically. You make the initial investment into solar panels, and after that, everything is free. So that's quite nice. It pays for itself very quickly. I'm going to go ahead and make millions of pipe to grounds because we are going to need those. So fluid handling is happening. We're going to need steel for making the pump jacks. And we're also going to need some iron for that. So I'll pick up some of that as well. I forgot what else. Probably circuits. Let's pick up some circuits. There we go. And we can actually look in the Factoriopedia so we can be aware of what we need. Yeah, okay, steel, pipes, iron gear wheels. All right, so we can go and raid the pipe box as well. We are making a whole bunch of these pipe to ground, or underflowies as I usually call them. So that's going to be nice to have. All right, let's get these guys as well. And that means we can actually put down a lot more miners. and even just prepare the areas for what we need later. All right, looks like we're missing a power pole up here. We have a, let's see, this power pole maker made us some. I don't know if we have any more wood to feed it. Yeah, we do. Cool. So that'll make us a few more power poles. We are getting more medium power poles, which is going to be the default as soon as we have a decent production. We have 48. That's quite nice. That's almost a full stack. That was very, very good. Okay, so let's use, we need 2 more of these guys. So what are we missing for this? We're missing a lot of iron gears. All right, so that's fine. We can just pilfer some iron off the line here and take more from the box. Always grabbing from the box. Greedy for iron. Let's go. All right, now all of this needs to be laid down as well. And we don't have these yet. We can actually add some of this in here because we want the stuff to produce, right? That's our main goal here. All right, you go here, you go there, there. All right, good. These are almost done. We just need, yeah, we don't need a box for that. This seems okay without a power pole there. All right, so this is plastic to go in that way. Now, the other thing we need to build is this mini oil that I have. Let's go ahead and place that down. The mini oil is here. Let's see, the refiner is on the bottom and the rest of the stuff comes in kind of around the top area. This is actually designed to be used with the entire big oil setup that I have in my blueprint book. So you can place this down where you want it. Let's look at this again. Okay, the refiner is on the bottom. So those are the ones that are going to extend off into the right here. I think we should be pretty safe. If we go underneath this copper patch, something like there would be pretty great. Yeah, is that enough down? Yes, it is. Okay. Can even go 1 tile up. So I'll stick that right there. And this is a lot more building. Oh boy, is it a lot of building. Okay, so we did get something in our inventory. We got some of these. Let's put these on our hotbar. So you can go there. No. Go there. You go there. Thank you very much. Yay. All right, very good. Ah, yes, we were going to put in this power pole. That one goes there. Very good. And we have a lot of pipes to lay down and stuff for the mini oil. And I think we're going to start off on that in tomorrow's episode. So we got a lot of stuff done today. We got the entire second mini base actually placed down. We're just missing a few recipes. And a lot of those are dependent on the oil gathering, which we're going to get to in the next episode. Next is going to be a lot of fluid handling, oil. If you're scared of oil, next one is the episode for you to watch. And I will explain how a lot of these structures work, as well as we're going to build stuff, go out and get oil and all that kind of stuff as well. Science is going pretty well, except we're a little bit short on this stuff. Why are we short on gears? Let's find out. Is everything... yes, we're just short on those iron plates, and I think a lot of that is probably because we were filling up these boxes, maybe. And maybe now we just take off one of these inserters, so it allows a little bit more of the iron to go by and hit this gear assembly. There we go. Now we're getting plenty of stuff. We can actually replace that with a single blue inserter, and that way we can have more yellow inserters for ourselves. And this will definitely produce a lot more gear, so we have more red science working. Anyway, that is all the time we have for this episode. To support me in my work, do check out Patreon. I really would appreciate that if you check that out. They do give you the most bang for your buck when you are patronizing someone or giving money to a creator. And yeah, it helps support me, feed the cats, and put a roof over our heads and, you know, pay for the internet and the bills and all the things. So thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.